Aligning the chakras in 3 minutes. Aligning the self with the body. Because people keep asking me to do a walk-through, and honestly, I feel like with the walkthroughs that you see online, it just creates all that secondhand embarrassment, and then you don't want. I know how it gets with people that are caught up in the image of that they hold and maintain, that they don't want to get caught watching this thing. So, no secondhand here when it comes to this sonic breathing walkthrough. First of all, you want to get into a place where if it's, get in the darkness, the complete darkness. Immersion in the darkness is great. Of course, you want to close your eyes, of course. Or if you are in the light, keep your back to the sun, and or whatever light that you have. And your position, of course, if you can get in the lotus, I would prefer that. But if you can't, then you sit with as good a posture as you can, sitting straight up. Hands on your knees, or you can look online for different ways for hand positioning as far as keeping grounded or getting more airy. That's all online. That's nothing. Let's see what we got here. Again, like I said, breathe from your abdomen. Breathe from your diaphragm. You want to keep pressure on the diaphragm in that region to the point where you even have that pressure on like that you have when you stop your urine midstream, like in the urethra area. Keep the pressure in that area when you're holding the breath. So yeah, let's get into it real quick. Just seeing what I got here. All right. Now again, it's sonic breathing, so it's coming with a sonar sound with it, and you're gonna work your way up from ah to you to soul to e, sun, som, and you're gonna hold the breath for 15 seconds. Exhale. So you inhale through your nose, hold it for 15 seconds while expanding from the abdomen so you can get the blood from that lower lung area. You're going to exhale, wait 6 seconds, and you can expand to 30 seconds holding the breath to 8 seconds after exhale to breathe again. And basically just monitor your breathing. Is it shallow? Are you struggling when you hold your breath? When you release the sound, how long can you hold the sound? And is there tension in your voice? Is there rhythm in the sound? Is your voice break? So you just monitor your sonic breath, each one. And after you go through a cycle, then you go through a cyclic breathing period between. So like say if you're doing 4, it takes 3 minutes to do one cycle of sonic breathing. Less than 3 minutes. So as soon as you're finished, you can go through a cyclic breathing period that takes maybe 20-30 seconds, where I like to do 4 breaths through the nose, out the nose, with no pause in the breath. This is how you can catch up on your breathing between cycles of sonic breathing, if you need it. Either way, it's nice. So you're going to go through the cyclic breathing, 4 through the nose, then 1 out the nose, out the mouth, then another 4 in the mouth, out the mouth. Then from there, I like to do single nostril breathing. Again, it's about, positioning of your hands. People do it like this, with the 2 fingers over here on the forehead, and then you push pressure, not too much, and don't inhale too fast. Again, the softer and more silent you breathe, the better. So I do 3 of each nostril, then 1 through both nostrils at the end to make 7. And then after that, then you do your affirmations. Whatever is troubling in your life, you affirm the opposite of that. If you say, like if you have a back problem, many people that have a back problem usually have this fear of money or support. So it manifests into a back problem. So their affirmation may be, the universe supports me. Or if someone is racist, or they hate animals, whatever, their affirmation may be, I respect all beings. Or if someone is facing incarceration, their affirmation may be, I will always be free. And then the affirmations at first, you're speaking into existence. So at first, you might have a time where it's hard to believe it, but this is where you begin to make things manifest. You've taken it from thought into you've taken the seed into the physical with the voice, with the vibration. So from there, you just continue to do this throughout your day. Wake up, start doing it. I like to do 7 cycles as soon as I wake up. And then I get into the stretching. People get into the whole stretching part of yoga, but the breath control, I feel like, makes the stretching so much more pleasant. And of course, you control your breath through the stretching period, but I feel like the circulation from just breathing correctly before you get into the stretching just prepares it for a much more pleasant experience as far as yoga in general. All movement is yoga and all thought is meditation, but we're concentrating the ability. We're totally honing the ability. So yeah, when you're finished, you definitely want to keep a period in time when your eyes are closed for maybe a minute or two, if you can, if you have time. A lot of people feel like they don't have time. If you feel like you don't have time, you should do this more. So you can soak it up, see what you get from the universe once you have got your body to this more aligned state, a more at peace state. See what comes your way. Don't rush into distraction. And when you're in the middle of it, I know interruptions and thoughts might creep into your head, but maintain the focus on the mantra or the affirmations, or don't fight the thoughts. Just let them come through you. The more you fight them, the more you create a cycle with the thought itself, and it builds and builds and builds. So just let it go through you. And just in general, if you just apply this to your life, it'll just be a much more upbeat life, and you just find a lot more laughter in your life. Like they say, laughter is the orgasm of the throat chakra or the ether chakra. We want to live an ecstatic life, a life of ecstasy. That's all ecstasy is, being ecstatic, living orgasmic in all levels, all parts of our being. Things have, connotations about them that don't really, they really create problems when it comes to language, but you get what I'm saying here. I know you do. So just, if you implement this in your life, you'll see massive changes almost instantaneously. Your appetite will diminish, skin clears, everything. Whole attitude towards life would totally change, and you'll be living more. You'll be further from flesh-eating zombieism. So instead of doing like a walk-through like that, it's pretty nice. So you get it. You, so, that's the bottom 3, up through the solar plexus. Then the top 3 that we have would be E, Sun, Som. And we can focus on the regions on the way up and focus on the colors. And there's images as well that go with the different chakras that you can focus on. So once you open that up, there are no limits.